All right, welcome, Joey. How have you been, man?
I've been great. How have you been doing? I've been fabulous. I mean fabulous. I'm sorry, fabulous.
I love it. Uh, um, I'm glad to have you on. I know I asked you a while back, and you're like, I don't know, I'm kind of busy, and I don't like to do that sort of
When can I
thing.
pencil you in into my busy schedule? Because you know it's all about me. And
Right, right. You have the famous quote. Don't you know who I think I am?
don't you know who I think I am?
That's uh,
That
that's
that
that's one of
has
my
a funny
favorites.
story, but yeah, that's in another interview, I guess.
No, let's talk about it now.
No, yeah, it's just been a crazy year,
Hmm.
so far, so
All
far.
right, excellent. Well, that's good. So far it's fucking 5 days in.
For
um,
real.
so I want to have you on. And I'm going to give people a brief history on who you are, how we met, and all that good stuff. Uh, I met you when I was a male stripper,
That's
and
right. Not the very best though, but hey, I gave you $1 for pity's sake. I'll give him $1.
rude.
Why
Uh,
not?
no, no. I met you through a good friend of ours, David
Yes,
Roth and and
yes.
and Shay Roth.
The
I'm gonna have
infamous
Dave.
Shay Roth. Yeah,
Yes, yes. I'm gonna have David on eventually. We're gonna
eventually. But I'm
we're gonna
glad
have
you chose me first because it's
yeah, yeah. I
that's
had
the way
to
it should go.
right, right. Well, and I was like, you know what? I met you. I believe it was
Jeez.
their engagement party.
It was their engagement party that was threw at my house. Yes, my husband's
Yeah,
and
yeah.
my
Where
house.
now? How long ago was that? Jesus. And
Jeez.
and you
Well,
were you were the best man, or no? Who were you? You no, you married them.
don't you know who I think I am?
Please, you married them, didn't you?
my official no, I didn't marry
No,
them
Gary
actually.
married them.
Gary married them. My official title was head bitch in charge.
Okay,
No, it
okay.
really wasn't. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. It was actually a best uh no, man of honor. There you go.
Man of
My
honor.
brain was off. Man of honor because I was
Man of
Shay's friend. Well, I'm Shay's friend, so she put me in her wedding party. So I just did it with the girls.
Right, right, right,
Hey, with the girls.
right.
So
And
yeah, it's been
so now I met you at the party. It was
yes.
awesome. It was beautiful. Your house was beautiful. It was decorated very
Oh,
nicely.
thank you, thank you.
Just like the house behind you is different.
Oh
And I
yes, it's
love.
very different. We've been in here for what 4 or 5 years now at this location here. We're just around the corner from our old house store that you were at. And yeah, I remember that day when Shay told me. So David's friend Jeremy is this kind of weird dude, but he's super nice though. I'm like, oh god, is
She
he
did
kind of like
not
a
say that.
weirdo? Is he kind of like a weirdo?
Shay loves me. She did not say that. She probably said that about Brian
It's
with an I.
well then that's another one too. But yeah, and so I was like, oh god. And so who is this diva that I'm about to meet? And so sure enough, Hurricane Jeremy blows into town and it's all I hear, Jeremy's here, Jeremy's here. And I remember that day because I was kind of doing my best to avoid you. I want to say because I was and avoid you in a good way because I was actually hosting, so I had to get everything ready, do all this, put decorations up, and get everything settled for the house for the party. And then the next thing you know, and then here comes Jeremy. Do you need any help? Do you need anyone to do this for you? And I'm like, chill, take a step back. You were going
Relax.
100 miles per hour. But I hate to say it, you grew on me like that fungus that I,
Yep. That's what
so
most people say. I have a couple friends that said, I was not a fan of yours, just like you're too intense. And
you
then
were intense. I hate
and
to say it, but
and
your
then
friends
and
are
then and then
right.
they're like, "But you were really cool after we got to hang out and blah 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 blah." I was like, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
It's what they say. You can make friends with the wall, in other words. But that's a good
Yes.
thing.
Yeah,
It's
I
a good
agree.
thing.
I agree. That's why I
Just
have
like
so
me.
many. That's right. That's right. So
Yeah.
we had the party. Um, I
It
have
was
the
great.
it was awesome. I have the infamous because I stayed there a couple days after. I have
Yes,
the
you
infamous
had the opportunity to stay.
pool cleaning video. I don't know if you remember that video.
Yeah, I remember that video.
I
That was
will.
actually a different time, I believe, if I'm not
You
mistaken.
think
Yeah, I think it was because I wasn't there.
you weren't? Oh no, it was
No,
just,
I
no.
weren't there.
Oh, maybe it was just Shay. I don't
I think it was
remember.
just Shay and Olivia. I forgot where we were at, but yeah, I get a video from Shay, and it's this wannabe stripper guy holding a pole and trying to clean our pool. And I'm like,
Yeah,
who is this guy? Come on now. First of
you
all,
were a
you
fan.
need to like you need to gain a couple of pounds.
I
'Cause
was
I'm from
I was
Texas. We like
super
some barbecue meat and
I was
on our.
super I was super thin at that point. I was.
Oh, opposed to you now? Really?
Dude, I'm 180 now. I'm trying to find the video so I can show it.
Shocking.
Yeah, I'm 180. Oh,
You
here it is.
do not say.
Here it
I know
is. Ready?
exactly what it is. Yeah. You look the same. Only now
Handsome.
you got a little bit more gray.
I have a lot of gray in my beard.
Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
here's
There it is.
nice.
There it is.
There's the assets. Get deep in there.
Or their lack of. No, I'm kidding. No,
I have
no,
a very
you
nice
have a.
gluteus maximus.
Sure, sure, you sure do. Sure do.
So we met that weekend, and then
Yeah, yeah.
we've had a couple other instances where I've come down because you've never come to visit me, but that's just okay.
Actually, I no. Yeah, you're right. I haven't.
So we went ahead and became friends. And obviously, I was just texting with David today, and then I was texting with you. I was like, "Hey, let's record today," and you're like, "All right, let's do it." So
Sure, why
I've
not?
stayed friends with everybody. We were just down there. What, last year was it? Not
It
not
was last year
2020. It
for
was
the
2019.
Buffalo,
Yeah,
2019. Yeah, for the Buffaloes game. Yeah,
yeah, for the Bills versus the
the
Houston
Texans.
Texans. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which
Yeah, you guys beat us by lucky, but whatever.
yeah, but this year's not so much.
Hmm.
They're not that great this
I'm
year.
glad you
But
mentioned
it's
that. I
okay,
want to talk about you guys. I want to talk
It's
about
all
you
right.
guys.
You can talk
So
about us.
so
It's
so
okay.
first and foremost, the Buffalo Bills and Houston Texans are playing in Buffalo next year.
That's right.
You and Gary are coming up.
You have sent us that text. Yes, I did see that.
You're
When
coming
is
up.
it though? Is it
Oh, we won't
when
find out for a while.
you won't find out, right?
No, we
Okay.
won't find out for a while. But you guys have
I
to come up. It's not even a
think we
question.
have a thing that day.
Yo, if my team looked like your team this year, I would be saying the same thing.
I know. Y'all are
Are
actually
you
doing really, really
so,
well.
so are you a Fairweather fan or are you still a fan?
I'm a fan of anybody. I'm a
Okay.
fan of everybody.
All right, just making
It
sure.
doesn't
I
really say so
I
much,
will
but
say this.
I don't know.
I fucking when we played you guys in the playoffs last January. And JJ Watt, it was his first game back, and they made
Yeah, yeah.
they were like blowing him. It drove me nuts. But I want to go ahead and say, I was really impressed with what he said recently about like how
Yes, yes.
people need to show up and fucking
Yeah,
practice
yeah.
and work hard, and like we get paid a lot of money to do this, and all that stuff like that
Yeah,
resonated.
it's
I was like kudos to him.
totally true.
Yeah, I agree. And he does a
Totally
lot
true.
for the community of
He
Houston, right?
really does. Actually, during the when we had Hurricane Harvey, he really stepped up and did a whole bunch of like community work and donated a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money to a lot of people that were, you know,
In
not going
need.
through some in need. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did really good. And there was actually talk that he was going to be leaving. But some people, and it was like a 50-50 thing in Houston where the people were saying, well, we understand, you want to ultimately get that ring on your finger and we don't blame you if you want to leave. But, people were saying, for him to stay. Some people were saying where he could go, and it was really mixed when there was talks about him or rumors, yeah, that he was going to be leaving.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he's still there because after they got rid of your
Mhm.
number one wide receiver, I was just like,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
like you're not going anywhere this year. You're not going anywhere next year. It's like a rebuilding phase
Yeah.
all
Definitely.
over again.
I just think it was just a bumpy year for everybody. I mean, it was just one of those crazy years this past year. So I mean, it's just hopefully we can knock off the dust and get back at it. You know,
Yeah.
they were interviewing, I think, a couple of coaches today, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you guys got rid of what was it? Was it?
He was like an interim coach.
Oh,
What was his name?
okay.
Shoot, he had a weird name.
Love?
Oh,
No.
God, I don't think I forgot his name. Shoot, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Number one fan here.
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah. So they were interviewing some people today. There was a couple. I think he was from Pittsburgh. They were interviewing today.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you know coaches, but I don't know the coach.
Well, it was Tom Herman, who was fired.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's Texas Longhorns. What the fuck? Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien. Yeah, well, he was fired a while ago, but then
He was fired when they were 0-4, and then
they had an interim coach. Yeah, I forgot his name though, but shoot. But they were looking to hire a couple of coaches or something, or go into interviewing coaches. And I think one of them that they were interviewing today was somebody from Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
I sound all butch and shit, don't you think? I haven't said girl. Oh God.
Oh, you're so manly.
I told myself, you know what? I gotta lower put a little bass into my voice, you know. Because I'm gonna hear it back and I'm gonna be like, oh my God, who is this?
No, you're okay. All right. Now we have to use this video. Oh my God.
No, but I do sound kind of butch. Actually, technically, you can call me Butch Queen, basically. I'm gonna totally get some flag for that because, you know, I'm passable.
You're passable.
I'm passable. Like the girl from Vegas, she thought I was straight. And
oh,
she was
the strip
hitting
club.
on me.
At
I
the
didn't want
strip
to
club.
mention that.
Oh, I don't care.
Obviously,
So
your friends have already talked about it, but you know they haven't got my version of the story. Mine's the better of the story.
So we're gonna get into that.
We're
gonna get into that.
I'm afraid you're gonna lose sponsors if you have me on.
So what Joey is referring to is we've become very close over however many years that we've known each other, and I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and really let's go ahead and sorry, didn't mean to mute you there.
Yes, you did. All right.
Let's go ahead and invite him to my bachelor party because I love hanging out with him. You know, so I was like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's have fun. And he was like, I don't know if I want to go. Right? You had some reservations.
No, well, I had reservations only because I mean it's like I know you very well, and I know how you're comfortable with being around me and my fabulousness, and you're okay with it and you're cool with it. I'm not saying like your friends are not like that, but you know I can be too much to handle sometimes. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
and I you know what I mean. You know
fuck
what
those
I mean.
people. That's my
And that
opinion.
was that actually when you did say that, I thought that was the sweetest thing that you could have ever said because I was like very honored and I was very humbled when you said that it's not, you know, you're not, you know, you'll be okay, and you know you went on and I was like, wow, you know, I was thankful that you said that, you know, because I was actually had some reservations. I really did.
Yeah,
But I was
and
happy you said that.
That's understandable. I get that, you know. But so you end up coming in, and you came in with David, right? You came in that night, or you come in a little earlier? No, you came in earlier because David came in late at night.
That's right. I came early.
Yeah, because you had dinner with us at Beauty in Essex, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you came in, and this was the first time you meet Most of my friends. You already met
Yeah, pretty
Jay.
much. I already know Jay.
You
I
already,
actually met Jay's brother Gary.
yeah.
We met him at the airport. Actually, that's what it was. We were texting on the airplane, and you hadn't landed yet.
We were
And
delayed.
you
My
had
dad and I were
said,
delayed.
that's right. You said that Jay was there with Gary, and I said, well, I guess I was kind of nervous and whatever, but I knew Jay, so I was like, okay, and I was hunting for bars. I mean, it's Vegas, and there's got to be a bar in this motherfucker. And I found a bar, and so I met them up there, and I bought them a couple of drinks, and then it was all downhill from there.
Yeah, so you got there a little early. That's what I remember. And you already had met
Yeah.
my dad. My dad stayed at your place with me when we went for the
Yes.
game.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Yes.
okay, so you have that. What else? Who else was there that you would have known? Nobody. So
Nobody else.
then you hang out with us and we go. We have a great dinner. Thursday night at
Yes.
Beauty in Essex.
Yeah.
Then what was it? It was Friday. We went shooting. We at the gun range.
Yes.
That was a
We
lot of
did.
fun.
That was a lot of
Uh,
fun. It was
what?
interesting.
Go ahead.
It was
Anything?
interesting.
Anything?
It was fun.
Okay.
It was fun.
Okay. Then we
The
where
little
did we go?
princess crown thing that you had
Oh, that's
on
right.
was
Yep.
was
I had the princess crown.
awesome.
Yep. I forget. I think it was my brother-in-law that bought me that. It was like the princess package, and
Yeah. Yeah.
and it had like an AR, but it was all like pink and purple and all that, and had like
It was very
bedazzles.
cute. It's cute. It was very
Yeah,
cute.
very cute.
Yeah.
And then we had later that day. I think we just hung out at the pool or gambled, right? And then
Yeah,
and
we
then
hung
we
out.
went.
We hung out by the pool, and then because I remember that's where I first met Ian at the
Mm,
pool.
you met Ian Thursday at the pool.
Was it Thursday at the pool?
Yeah, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because he came up, he swam up to us, and I didn't know who he was at first, and I was like, damn, who's this tall dude stepping up to us?
Yeah,
I was like, oh, that's Jeremy's friend. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So then you meet everybody. We go out to dinner at Tao Friday night.
Yes,
Then we hit up.
I love
Um,
that place. I
oh,
love
that
Tao.
was
We have a
awesome, right?
Tao here, but it's nothing like that.
No, no. There's a Tao in New York City
Nothing
that
like
I've
that.
been to a couple times, and it's good, but I mean, Vegas Tao is probably.
Yeah, I mean it's beautiful. I can remember just the big Buddha that was in there, and I was like, oh, that's
Yep.
awesome. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
Pretty
So
neat.
then after Tao, we went to Top Golf, hit some
Mhm.
balls.
Yeah.
Um,
Hit them
and
balls.
yep. and then and then and actually, it's my favorite picture from the weekend. It was all of us
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
from Top
Where am
Golf.
I at? You photoshopped me out.
Yeah, I
Appreciate that,
photoshopped you
man.
out.
Appreciate
Where
that,
where where
bro.
are you actually?
Bro. I'm like right in the back.
Oh, you're right next to Jim. You're right next to
Oh,
Jim and Gary over here,
okay.
right in there.
Yeah, the
Um,
Mexican guy. I think one of the Mexican guys that's
you look
back
so
there.
thin there, dude.
Bitch! Throwing
Uh,
shade, bitch. I love it. I'm
um,
impressed.
so so then after that, that's where the story gets good. Is we end up going to a gentleman's club,
Yes.
and I'll let you take over. I'll let you take over because I'm curious to hear your side of the story.
I have, believe it or not, I have been into a couple of female establishments or gentlemen establishments where you can go in there and you see a couple of boobs and ass shaking around. But of course, I look around, it's cute, and so we get there, we're walking around, and I'm having a great time. I'm having fun. I mean, but this time I'm already kind of like tipsy, so.
You're buzzing, and by the way, just so everybody knows, his shirt. We all had shirts made
Oh
up,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
It
yeah,
was
the
it
shirt.
was I was something. It was something that like I thought was pretty cool. It's corny. It was definitely like a girly thing that people say, but I thought it was pretty cool. We all had
I thought it was cool.
the Top Gun logo, but everybody had a name, and we all had nicknames.
A
Like
nickname.
yeah, Jay was Jaybird. My buddy Jim, we call him the Ferrari. I mean, he calls himself the Ferrari, so I I jumped on that. My buddy Gary, I call him Princess all the time. My dad, he had Little Joe because that's his nickname. and so on and so forth. So yours
Mine was
was
interesting. It
was
is called
Starfucker.
Starfucker. I don't know. Do y'all have Starfuckers up there up north?
So no,
You
there's no
don't.
Starfuckers I think are exclusively Texas.
Woo woo! What's up,
Yeah.
Texas?
Yeah.
Basically, what that is, it's a very strong drink. It is with, I believe, it's with whiskey, watermelon schnapps, Red Bull, Red Bull. I think that's it.
I'm looking
Watermelon,
it up right now. I don't have
watermelon whiskey, and Red Bull.
so yeah, yes. So it's Red Bull in there?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's Red Bull.
Oh, geez. It's 1 ounce. It's 1 ounce of Crown Royal whiskey, two
Yeah.
ounces of watermelon pucker schnapps, and
Yeah.
6 ounces of Red Bull.
There you go. That's a star fucker. Because the reason why they say that is because once you have a couple of those, you'll be fucking the stars later on.
So
yeah,
the
man, they're
reason
great.
that was your nickname was because when Jay and I were at your place,
It was St.
St. Patty's
Patrick's,
Day.
I believe. Yeah, St.
Oh,
Patrick's.
it was because Nick graduated from the
Yeah,
academy.
the academy. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we were there, and it was St. Patrick's Day, and we went out with David, Shay, and a couple
We
others.
started off with them at a couple of bars here by my house, kind of like in that area in Sugarland,
Yeah.
so we started off there, and we ended up all over downtown
Well,
Houston.
then we went back home. Then the three of us went out downtown.
Was it? I see. I was already tipsy by that time.
Yeah, the three of us went downtown, and now I'm driving a rental car. Okay, so
You were
I'm
being very responsible.
very
I've only
responsible.
seen you once, really, really messed up, and
Well,
that was that's a different story for a different
what
time. But
what night was? Oh, that was Vegas.
like,
That was not my bachelor party Vegas. That was
no, no,
Vegas
no, no.
for David and
That's
Shay's
actually
wedding.
David and Shay's wedding. Yeah,
Yes, that was
that was the only time I've ever seen you really. Yeah, it was
yeah.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were
I was,
ballers that night. Yeah,
oh, we were balling. Um, so yeah,
yeah,
that we got that rooftop VIP
yeah.
at the Mirage
Took
or something.
limousine rides and all that fun stuff. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so
That,
so the St. Patrick's Day back a couple of years, we were out and we were out in downtown Houston having drinks, and I'm being responsible. I'm having like a drink, having some water, having a drink, having some water, right, going back and forth, and then you're like, oh, let's do a shot. And I'm like, all right. Now I've partied with Jay enough to know that he cannot handle his alcohol.
well, he is very thin, and I was expecting him to like get kind of
He's
tipsy.
125 pounds soaking wet. So when you're like, let's have a shot, and then you get these starfuckers, and I took one. I was like, ugh, it's like, ugh, all right, but it's sweet, but it's like, ugh, well, whatever. So
Yeah,
I do
well, that's
one.
what shots are for. You're
I
not supposed to enjoy it.
I do I do one, and I think you guys can continue to do about
Yeah,
two or three more
yeah, oh
on
yeah,
top of
yeah,
your regular alcoholic drinks,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
I have you being so annoyed and running into people or pretending to dance on
Okay,
people like
okay.
this.
So if
All right?
everybody here in Houston knows the way I am when I'm, everybody
So
can tell you a funny story, and yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm worried that we're gonna end up getting in a fight because at times you actually touched people, like not on purpose, but you're like goofing around behind them, and then you have the people that are with them looking at me, and I'm like, oh fuck.
And you're
So
like, I don't know him. I don't
I'm
know.
like I'm like, dude.
Yeah, it was interesting that night. And
Then
I
you have
remember because
Jay dancing all over. He's got zero issues dancing with women when he is drunk. And if he's drunk and they don't like him, he's like, fuck them.
I think he did say that a couple of times actually that night, if I'm not mistaken.
He's like, she's not
Yeah.
even that pretty anyways. I'm like,
She's only pretty at 3:00 in the morning
oh.
when the
So-
the lights
So
come on.
that's
Time
where
to
you
go.
got the nickname Starfucker from. Because
Yeah.
of the Starfucker shots. So
Okay.
now we went ahead into that. Now we're all wearing these shirts. We're at the Gentleman's Club, and
Yeah.
go ahead.
So yeah, we decided to make a little, as we like to call it, a whore lap, around the place, looking for Sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud, but yeah. So we decided to make a little lap, and then we stop by and get a couple of drinks, and then of course it's full of women, and like they're supposed to be doing. I guess that's what they're there for. Is that they decide to start
Chatting it up.
coming up to chatting it up. And I guess this one chick, I mean, she was pretty. She wasn't all bad. I mean, but she was cute. So I felt a hand go touch my back, and I'm like, ooh, okay, hey. And I'm nervous at first of all, at first because I'm like, I don't know you, and so I decided to say, hey, I greet her, I talk to her, and so she starts talking to me, and she's saying, what are you doing? I said, oh, I'm here with a friend of mine. He's getting married. Oh, a bachelor party, and so her eyes got bigger and bigger, and I said, yeah. And so she commences to try to she's
Take
trying
you
to
in the
get
back
money
room.
out and check.
Take
Yeah,
you in the
of
back room,
course.
yeah, and get a lap
And
dance.
then I try to tell her politely, no, I'm okay, thank you. I'm good. I mean, after a while of her, bless her heart, she was going on and on and on, and so finally I was like tired of her. No, we were leaving or trying to walk to a different side of the bar, and she's not taking no for an answer. So I finally said, "Girl, you don't got anything I want." I said, I pretty much told her that. Yeah, I was like, no. I said, I'm just here with them. I'm gay. Sorry, sorry.
You
And she gave me,
apologized to her?
yes, I did because I mean I didn't know what to do, and I'm from Texas. We apologize for everything we do. We have manners. And then I finally said, I'm gonna go ahead and go with them because y'all had already decided to go off. And then I'm like, then she finally got rude. She said, "Why are you even here for? You're not even supposed to be here." I'm like, "Bitch."
I'm buying drinks.
I said, "Bitch, you don't know me that well."
So
Yeah, it was
so
fun. So
that
yeah,
that was
that
a
was
that
it.
was a good time. That was a good
It was
time.
a good time. It was a good time.
Then we did the pool party at
Oh, the
was it
pool
Town Beach Club?
party. Yeah. If you
Yeah.
could have seen my face when I walked in there, it was very interesting. I have videos.
What was interesting? It was just a lot of
Oh my
people.
gosh. Yeah, a lot of people. A
Uh,
lot of people.
we
I
went
think
through
I
a
had
lot
like
of
one
bottles
drink. I think I had one drink that night.
that night or at Tao
Or
Beach Club.
that afternoon at Tao, I had like one drink. I
Really?
had one drink, I promise you. I had one drink. First of all, you couldn't get a drink, and it's just a love to drink. as
That's a
soon as the
lie. You know how
as
many
soon
bottles
as
we had?
as soon as the bottles got there, Jeremy, they were gone in an instant. And
Mm.
I'm like, oh.
Please, when have you ever been shy to get a drink? I
I
would imagine you were throwing bows over there, getting in there.
I was yeah. So and then someone just I think it was Jay who said that they were gonna go in the pool, and I look over at the pool. I've seen people going at it in the pool. There was like if COVID was around back then.
That would,
Everyone would have had COVID.
that's a
You
super
could
spreader
not
spot.
move in it. You could not move around in that pool. I'm like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's always fun to at
It
any
was
hotel
fun
pool.
though. I had a good time.
At any
I had a
hotel
good
pool,
time.
it's always fun to see people go in and not come out, and they're drinking, and you're just
Yeah.
like, you have to go to the bathroom, don't you?
I'm like, I have a video. I kid you not. I have a video, and it's a couple, and they're going at it and in the
Oh,
pool, and it is like I'm panning over because I'm checking Snapchat or whatever, and then I was like, and I have a video, and I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, I'm not going in that pool.
Check, please.
I'm like, no, I can't do that. Yeah, it was fun though. I had fun.
It was a good time.
I like to people watch, and that was definitely one to people watch.
In our group alone, I think there was probably about like 5 people that were wasted.
I heard the stories. Yeah, I heard the story. David didn't even go that time. He didn't even go. He was really hungover, and I was actually hungover
No,
too.
David was at the pool party. He didn't go to dinner that night. No,
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 he
I
didn't
don't
go to
think he
the
went
pool
to the pool
party.
party.
He didn't go to the pool party because I had to go by myself, and he was throwing up from the
That's
night
right.
before. He was throwing up from the night before, and yeah, he was really out of it, and I was out of it too. I got really hungover too, but I managed to butch up and
Time out.
go.
There's one thing whenever I'm at your house when we go out and party, I'm always
Yeah,
amazed. Like I'll sleep in until like 9, right? And then but you'll be out, you'll be like hosing down the patio, you'll be like
yeah,
moving furniture around, you'll be doing everything, and then I'll be like, "Yo, you're not hungover." You're like, "Oh no, I am." But my mama always
yeah.
told me, like you're like the water boy. My mama always said, uh,
Mama said, yeah,
yeah, like
yeah.
if you're gonna party,
It's
you
just
better
that,
be up.
yeah. It's she would tell us a lot. If you're gonna go out doing this, you're gonna get your ass up the next day and do what you got to do. Yeah, but so and even to this day, I sleep in. Well, no, I don't really sleep in. I get up about 6:30, 7 o'clock every day. Oh, we do. We get up around that time, and so it's just an inner clock thing. Even when I'm hungover as fuck, I mean, I'll still get up
Yeah,
and get up. So I was up, especially in Vegas, because we're thrown off with the clock time change
right.
thing. So I'm up either way. And David was up, but he was not feeling too
He
good.
was hugging the porcelain.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was pretty fun. So, yeah, he didn't go, so I
That's
went.
right.
I ended up having to leave early because after a while, after a couple hours, it's like, yeah, I'm pretty much need some water.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I decided to leave. I said, I'm gonna leave.
And
But
then
yeah, it was fun.
then we had dinner at STK. That was
Yes,
fun.
yes,
And
that was
then
fun.
and then after that we went to the club, and you were at the club with us, right?
Yeah. Oh, that the club. I love the club.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the club. Yeah. So let's go back to the dinner at STK. So wasn't it your birthday around that time too?
No, no, no. My birthday's in September, and that was in June.
We just pretended it was your birthday, wasn't it?
No, it
Something.
was it was
Why?
it was
Why
the
did? Why
fact
did you get the cake?
it was because it was the bachelor party.
Was it the bachelor party?
Yeah.
Is that why they gave you
And
the?
and the girls were there, I think like 2 nights before or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and
Okay.
then I don't know if it was Kong or whoever was like, let's get them that same thing. And
That's what it was. That's what it was.
it was the banana shaped
The
in a
banana.
penis with whipped
Yes.
cream
Yes.
and
And
a sparkler.
the first time I ever seen you go down.
I ate the banana.
You ate the
Okay.
banana good too. I was like, girl. I'm...
Oh, there is a picture. There is a
Yeah.
picture flying
Oh,
around.
trust me, I took lots of pictures. I took lots of pictures. I said,
There is a picture
"Ew,
flying around.
okay."
Um,
There's a couple of them. Yeah. So that was a
yeah,
fun night too. That was a good dinner.
yeah, it was good. We've had. I mean, we ate like kings. We ate like kings that weekend,
Mhm.
or 4 or 5 days, whatever it was, and then we finished it off at the club. Then the next day,
The
most
club
people
was
were
fun.
leaving. Yeah, club was great. We had a nice little VIP booth,
Yeah.
and then we ended up going to the lazy river,
The lazy
and
river. Yes.
that was interesting. That was interesting.
Do you remember my
Yep,
glasses that I got from?
yep. Snapchat.
I have a couple of videos of that too.
Yeah,
And you were
yeah,
like, "Dude, are you recording?" I'm like, "No."
yeah.
Like,
That was that was a hilarious time.
yeah, yeah. I
So,
didn't realize
but
there was some interesting
um,
things going on.
what was I gonna say is so after that, I think you were pretty comfortable after that weekend.
Oh yeah, after that, all your friends were amazing, amazing. I mean, tell you the truth, they were
Yeah,
pretty cool. I remember when we went to go play craps. I had no idea how to play craps, and then it was like the best time ever because I had all y'all around me, and y'all all teaching me how to do this and do this, and do that. Yeah, do it. And I was nervous because when the dice came around to me and I had to roll these ones, I was like, oh, I'm gonna roll these. I'm gonna do it. And so I did it, and I guess
One of
I
these?
was on a hot streak. One of these. I was on a hot streak, and
They're
I think
shouting Starfucker.
yeah, that guy across from us kept shouting it out, and I think he got in trouble.
He did. Yeah, they actually
He
kicked him
got in
off of the
trouble.
table.
Yeah, they made him leave. He was a little intoxicated himself, but he was like, "Get my shirt, say Starfucker." I said, "That doesn't mean you have to say it." Yeah, so it was pretty interesting.
I mean, that will go down as probably one of my most memorable weekends. That was just a lot of fun. I actually have a
For
couple
sure.
people that say like, hey, we should do that again. I'm like, I don't know,
Oh,
man.
I don't think my liver can handle it.
That's one of those. That's one of those like one and done type deals. I would love to go
Yeah.
back to Vegas and just like hang, but not go that hard and that many nights. And
It ranks up there with like a trip for me. Have you ever been to New Orleans?
I have. I've been there once.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's another
For
thing too.
it was
That's another trip.
friends like 30th, or I think it was like 30. No, it was like a 33rd birthday. I was like, oh, special
Hmm.
birthday. So we're going somewhere like crazy.
How
I was
long
like,
did you
okay.
stay?
Well, I was working, so I flew in I think Friday and we left Monday. So it was just the weekend.
Just the weekend. Oh, it's
Yeah.
enough to do some damage
Yeah, it
to your
was
liver.
the first night we went, Fran and I. So we were there as a surprise, and we weren't going to see her until like her friend until like Saturday at lunch. So we get in on Friday, and I flew in, she flew in because I was somewhere for work, or maybe I was even just like home in Miami, and we flew in and we met there, and then I got us a hotel. Just for the night because we were getting an Airbnb with like we got two Airbnbs right next to each other with I think it was like 15 people or whatever, and and it was nuts. It was absolutely nuts because that night I was like, babe, I was like, let's just go explore. Like we stayed at the Ritz
I mean, you have
Carlton,
to. Yeah.
which is not too far from Bourbon,
Okay.
and they had a really cool lounge. So like Fran wasn't in town yet. So I went down. I had a cocktail at the lounge, and they had like like jazz playing or whatever, New Orleans blues, and it was a lot of fun. And then she got in town. We put our stuff in the room, or she put her stuff in the room, and then we went walking. And we went to this like really really like shithole place that everybody recommended. Was like, if you want, what are they known for? They're jambalaya or something. I don't even know.
Gumbo,
Gumbo,
jambalaya.
gumbo, yeah.
Yeah.
They're gumbo. They're seafood gumbo. If you gotta go to this place. So we go there, and it's this like shitty, dingy bar.
Yeah.
And we walk in, and we're sitting there, and Fran's got like a dress on, and I'm just like jeans and a collared shirt, and I look down, and there's a fucking cockroach running across the floor, and then there's a
Yum.
cockroach running up the thing. So you just see Fran like hike up her dress a little bit and put it on her lap so like nothing like climbs up it. And I was like, are we staying and eating here? And she's like, yeah. I was like, okay. So we stayed, we ate, and then we went out on Bourbon Street and did like a couple bars. And then we were walking down the street, and some guy's selling Jello shots on the street, and we're like, that seems like a good idea. So we did
Yeah,
it.
why not?
After that, we don't remember a fucking thing. We're like, we are so
Yeah.
lucky we made it back to the fucking room because holy cow, man. I was like, what were we thinking? Buying Jello shots off the street.
I
Like,
mean,
come on.
why not?
I guess. I was like, damn, that's ballsy. So,
It is ballsy, but it's fun. But
needless
yeah,
to say,
that was
we had a good
comparable
time.
to Vegas. That's a comparable to Vegas type thing. Yeah.
But you had way better company in Vegas than you did in New Orleans. Let's just face it. Unless your Gary was there, then I'll give it
My
to you.
Gary was there.
Oh, see, you're just being sweet.
No, I'm kidding. He wasn't there.
Oh, he wasn't?
No.
Let me guess,
We're
he was working.
actually supposed to go. I don't know. We're like 90% sure we're gonna go to to New Orleans. February.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mid-February. We're supposed to try going to Vegas. I
Even
keep saying Vegas, New Orleans.
Even with Corona?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I just
so-
don't know. Is New Orleans like? So my buddy, I'll keep him. I'll remain nameless. But he took his kid to wrestling tournaments, like 4 wrestling tournaments since Christmas. They had like 4 different tournaments all around, like Alabama, like Florida, all these
I think
different
I know.
areas.
I knew you were talking
Georgia.
about. Yeah, I heard the podcast.
Yeah. So he said Jeremy. He goes, literally nobody in the South is wearing their mask. He goes, nobody's wearing their mask, and he goes, if you wear your mask, people look at you like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
That's not necessarily true. I mean, we do look at people, but it's like, type of thing. Meh.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not gonna like cuss you out.
Right.
You know.
So, but he's like nobody wears it anymore. He's like Miami, they make you wear it if you go into the store, but if you're out and about, he's like, you don't wear it. I was like, wow. He's like, I mean, in the Keys, same thing. But he said Key West now, on the other hand, he goes at like fucking 10 o'clock. The Key West Police Department goes out and they go out
Really?
in their paddy wagon. They have machine guns and they go out and they make sure everybody's off the streets and they kick everybody out that's not there.
Damn, and I wanted to go to Key West.
I would wait.
I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
dying to go to Key West. We were
Have you
actually
never been?
supposed to go. No, I was actually scheduling a trip for Gary for his birthday. His birthday's in September, but falls right in the middle of hurricane season, and so we just planned it for Mexico instead, which didn't help any because there was a couple of rainstorms
I was
here,
gonna say, yeah, Mexico
and
still gets hurricanes, dude.
yeah, but we didn't. We actually when we left, Gary had to work, so he didn't really get to go for his birthday, which was kind of sad. We were all there,
Oh, that's right.
and he ended up getting stuck in Houston because it was raining and it was pouring, and then that's when it started.
I
And
remember
I
that.
think it kind of like curved into Texas, and it ended up doing like a
And all you
little
jerks were down
northern
there
trip.
celebrating his birthday.
I mean, we kind of like FaceTimed him for my poor baby. He was like he was in bed, and we were all like drinking on FaceTime. What's that? Happy birthday! He ended up catching the next flight out, and he joined us the next day. So we kind of
Yeah.
had like a late birthday for him. But yeah,
All right.
but I ended up getting COVID in
Oh,
June,
you had
July.
it?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know you had it.
Yeah, it was during the first wave, I guess, and then they opened everything up. Bars started opening up, restaurants started opening up, and then a couple of friends of mine, 2 good friends of mine, we decided, well, let's go out to eat and go have lunch. I said, sure. So we go to this Mexican restaurant, and one margarita leads to 2 margaritas, and 2 margaritas leads to happy hour, and then next thing you know, let's go to the bar that's around the corner. We went to the bars you've been to like all the hood. So we
No.
ended up going there, and then the next thing you know, I get home. That was like on a Wednesday, Thursday. Next thing you know, we're all good. Come Saturday, I'm starting to feel like a little itch in the back of my throat. I'm starting to get a little something don't feel right. And Sunday rolls around, and then I know for sure that something's not right. Then the next couple of weeks, I ended up getting like a low grade fever,
Okay.
and then that's when it was downhill from there. And it was about two weeks of quarantining, and Gary had to quarantine for 2 weeks with me, and he was in a different room.
Oh,
And
that's
you know
right.
what?
I remember this now.
It was so good. It's good in a bad way, but when I came home, I'm cleaning everything down and I'm wiping everything down. I'm covered in masks and I'm gloved up and masked up and I'm bleaching everything, all the counters and handles and Lysoling everything. I left the kitchen sparkling with like nothing, and so on. And I decided to go into the kitchen and I saw Gary. I said, "Listen, kitchen's clean. Keep it that way." Because I mean, I don't know what he's capable of doing because he's gonna be by himself, And then I'm like, okay. And I'm very proud of him. He kept it sparkling, and I got
Nice.
lunch, dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner delivered to me in the bedroom.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, a sister can get used to this.
Yeah, like he doesn't already treat you well.
Yeah. So yeah, and everything was good after that. I mean, I had the headaches. That was the only thing that had the
You
the
didn't
worst.
lose taste or smell, right?
What was that?
You didn't lose taste or smell?
No, I wish I was. I wish I did because I would have lost some weight.
I jokingly said that. I mean, it's obviously it's a serious thing. You know,
You throw in
but
some
it was a
shade,
joke.
bitch.
I was like, no, not for you.
Bitch, you make a
not
good game. You make a
not for
good game
you.
because you throw that shade quick. Like,
No, not
ah.
for you. I was just saying, like, man, I could, afford to lose a little
That's what
lbs.
I said too. I said,
I was like,
damn.
if I
Hell no,
lost my
I ate.
taste, I would fucking eat like a champ. I would eat like a like a pro athlete. Just greens and vegetables, and I would start eating mushrooms and shit that I don't like. And I'd be like, yeah, fucking good.
That's what I said. But I thought I was gonna lose some weight. No, hell no, it was the opposite. It was
Well,
totally opposite.
Jim lost his sense of taste and smell, and because he
My
had
other
it.
friend that I was with, he ended up testing positive too for COVID, and he lost his taste and smell, but everything else was fine. He was fine with everything else.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was
That's
perfect.
same
He
with
was
Jim.
fine.
Jim was like, I'm working out every day. I'm quarantined. He's like, but I'm working out every day. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I just can't taste or smell anything. I was like, damn.
Yeah, yeah. I, on the other hand, I did had the low grade fever. I had the the headaches, and I did feel blah, but that was
Yeah.
the majority of my symptoms. I joke around with my friend Sal because I'll tell him that he lost his taste. I said by the looks of his outfit that he wears. I
Oh.
said, "Girl, you got no taste."
you still,
He goes,
hey Sal,
"Bitch."
you still have COVID, Sal? Because you still don't have taste.
I said, "What happened
Hey,
to you?" I said, "What happened?"
that's so good. That's so good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, everything's fine now. But so now we're thankfully that everything's okay. I mean, for the most part.
Yeah,
Well,
and Gary didn't have to worry about it.
no, he is good. Actually, he didn't. I thought for sure he was gonna get it because we were together for the 3 days prior.
Right.
So I thought for sure he was gonna get it, and he didn't get it at all.
My, we had we had Christmas and whatnot, and our friends were like, hey, just so you know, and they were over like the weekend before Christmas, and like they're like close friends of ours, and they were like, the wife was like, hey, I tested positive for COVID. I was like, oh fuck, man, and then I was like, but it
Yeah,
is what it is. Like if we get it, we get it. Like we're gonna fight through it, and like it scares me when like my parents are around, or if I'm near my parents, things like that.
yeah,
That shit
yeah,
scares me because it's primarily, yes, it does affect younger people, but it primarily is affecting older people. Um,
yeah.
so I was worried about like my parents, her parents, things like that, and then but my friend, his wife got it, the kids and him don't have it,
Yeah, it's
and
strange.
like
It is
he
strange.
slept in the same bed. He's like I don't know why I didn't get it, but I didn't get it. I was like, wow.
Yeah, and our friend Millie that we were around with that day too, she didn't get any. She didn't get nothing. She was fine. She was,
Wow.
she was a lucky bitch. We tell her all the time.
or maybe COVID just didn't want her, right? Maybe COVID just goes
That's what we're
after
saying. You know what? It
COVID just
chose
goes
the
after the
better
good
of the
ones.
two.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's always the
maybe. I
good
don't
one.
know. I
That's
don't
what
know.
they say. That's what they say.
Oh man.
Oh, you're too much.
so what's next for Joey? What do you have going on? Anything exciting other than the trip to New
Other
Orleans?
than the trip right now to New Orleans, that's gonna be pretty much it. Nothing major going on here. We're gonna do some redecorating here in a couple of months. But other than that,
Man,
I
that
mean,
place is beautiful. What are
I'm
you gonna redecorate?
it's Gary has a thing that if he sits down for too long, he starts looking at everything. He starts to look at what he can change. I got my Peloton bike. I guess that's
I
pretty
like that.
awesome. I
Well, do you have it?
love
Do you have
it.
it in the room off the kitchen?
Yes, it's
Is
in
that
there
gonna be
right
like your
now.
gym?
It's that's gonna be like my little gym type area thing. But yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I love it actually.
You sent me a
Um,
video, like a Snapchat or something. And you're like getting the workout in, and like you had like a towel over it, and it looked just like the iPad that you
it's
would just
pretty
like.
much just like I forgot how big the screen is. I guess it's big like a screen TV, almost like
Yeah.
a
Well,
you know.
you sent me the picture of just the screen with like a towel over it, and it was
Well,
dark
the
in there,
towel
and I
was
was
up
like,
for the handlebars. I had it over there because I'm sweating
and,
balls.
well, and I was like, oh, well, you actually have to work out. Like it's just
Yeah.
you don't watch the workout and you get buff, right?
Throwing that shade. You throw some shade really well.
I should be a tree.
Like I could say, let me see what I could say about you. That hat's cute. Did you get it in the little boys department or
Yeah, doesn't work. This is, by
does
the
it?
way, thank you for plugging my awesome hat, the Instant Journeyman. Do you want one?
Do they make them in men's sizes?
Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you one of those fans that say Instant Journeyman.
Yes, queen.
I put my hat like this, so if we do post this
You
to
look butch.
YouTube,
That's the reason why you put your hat
no,
like that.
no. So if we do post this to YouTube,
Bro.
people can see my face because I have the light
Yeah.
coming from here, and this
Yeah,
shades me.
I figured that. Although, yeah, I can see it.
But I look good no matter what, so it doesn't matter. Front,
Do you
back,
though?
sideways,
Do
I look
you?
good, Joey.
Yeah, you look good.
So yeah, I gotta put it this way again.
Yeah, I gotta put that.
You're messing with my flow. So real quick, are you doing
Okay.
any art projects?
Art projects, as far as I know, I'm just gonna start back into it. The holidays kind of like threw everything off,
Yeah.
Holidays came around, and
Being at your house, like I saw you have the art studio and whatnot, and you're artistic and and
yeah,
shit.
I try.
was wondering-
I mean, some people would say I call it a hobby, but it's just um, it's just my hobby.
Yeah. Well, you should. I, as you know, I think I told you I bought a house. Should be closing
yeah.
soon.
You
You
did.
should
Congratulations by that.
make a piece of art for me.
Sure.
I can have a Joey original.
You could have a piece of me in you. No,
In-
a piece of me
in
there
my house.
with you.
I was hoping
Everybody
to get a
wants
piece
a
of
little
Joey in
Joey.
me.
Everybody wants a little Joey in them,
Little
No,
Joey.
I know. I mean,
but anyways, yeah, make a piece of art for my office.
Sure. We'll do that. We'll do that for you.
I'll I'll
I
promote
wonder
you.
I wonder how gay I can make it. Let me see. No, I'm kidding. Am I though?
So, I don't know. I don't think you are.
No.
All right. Well, I don't know. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? I wanted to have a conversation with you. I love talking to you, and there's never a dull moment with you.
Never a dull moment. Yeah, it sure is. I don't know. What question? What kind of karaoke song? What's your go-to karaoke song? I know you're a fan of the microphone.
Huge
karaoke.
huge karaoke
Yeah.
buff.
I call it karaoke.
If I'm gonna go ahead and have somebody that I feel confident that they can do the same, I do like a duet, and I usually will do Humpty Dance.
That's pretty easy.
Or I do If I Had $1 Million. Those are the two I would do with like my buddy Shawnee D. He's the karaoke host at Keats Karaoke in New York City, and
cool.
We do those two songs together. I've been doing those songs for years. And I used to do it with Dan the Man before Sean and all that other stuff. So those would be my go-tos. You got to know the audience. If it's just like a slow night and nobody's there, I love singing Your Song by Elton John. It's great.
Yeah. I love Elton John. Elton John's one of my go-to as well.
Yeah, I love Your Song by Elton John, or the Four Seasons. I love You're Just Too Good to Be True. Whatever it is.
Too Good to Be True. Yeah.
I think it's like Can't Take My Eyes Off You or whatever, but that song, I love that song, and I love singing that.
Cool.
Or is it Matchbox 30 or
Matchbox 20?
Yeah, I know their brother group. It's called Matchbox 30. Yeah.
The bootleg
Matchbox. Version. Yeah, Matchbox 20. Matchbox 20, on the other hand, they have a song that I like to sing at 3 a.m.
Okay.
So I like to do that too.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
So now I know what to play next time when you're coming over because I got Gary bought me a karaoke machine for the house.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
we've managed to scare people.
I love it. I love it. That's something I should look into getting.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap. Amazon, pretty cool. Has lights on and everything. Microphone sounds great. Sounds
All right,
great.
we'll end it there, but and because I want to get you in on a Friday funny. We're gonna record it and we'll post it on a
I was
Friday.
gonna ask you. I haven't seen a Friday Funny yet.
Yeah, they are. It's new. I'm gonna be doing it. I'm just gonna ask you like 5 to 6 questions,
Okay.
and see what you think.
On
You're
Friday
gonna
Funny.
yes. So we'll end it here. Say thank you.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right. Thank you.
y'all.
Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for inviting.
All right.